Good, let's go. All right, so hi everyone. My name is Leo Cao. I am the founder of Skylake Properties, current CEO, but I'm trying to get myself fired, so I'm working on it. My background, as introduced, investor, broker, asset manager, former academic. In my 20s, I was trying to become a college professor. That was a very long time ago. In my 30s, I pivoted into business. So to get started, this is the start of the business. Back around 2012, I came into possession of a house, and the funding for the business was a business loan from the house, and we used that funding to acquire properties in Maryland. And I worked out of a Civic. So that was 2012. Now, today in about 2026, we stopped counting in 2024, but basically we went from the one property in New York with a business loan to around 150 properties, give or take. So our business is we acquire the property, we fix it, we lease it, and we run it. That's really, really simple. That's what we do. It's a lot of work. The way to think about it is like a DIY landlord times 10 or 20. Most people stop at 5 or 10, maybe 20, and then just tired out. For some strange reason, I just kept going. So, but we're doing a pivot now. I'll talk about the things, the pivot we're making. So this is the chart so far. Before this time, we're growing by property count. We stopped counting now because now we want to think about building a community, building the future, not just by adding more properties. And that's why we're here. So in terms of what exactly are we doing with building community, I've been doing this for quite a while now. For example, 2017 was a point where I stopped trying. I remember 2017 was at 13 units, and that was a time I was really, really tired, and I hit all the goals. And then I just paused for 6 months, a mini retirement of sorts. And then I started to re-engage the community, my old networks, my old school networks. And I told them, the college kids, we have some random work and we'll pay you stuff, and like a mini internship. So that started the snowball engagement with some of my former school people. One example was one of the college kids that came in. He asked for just help out with topics with finance and items and real estate, just kind of chats. And then that was 2017. And then fast forward a couple years later to COVID time, we're still in touch somewhat. And he's actually local here in Maryland. And then he got a job in finance, and then he's got friends in tech. And during COVID, they decided they want to go to real estate investing. And they put money together and decided they want to invest with me. And now 2014 plus, they're grow the business to 10 plus units with us, and they're still investing with us. And that's an example of kind of engagement. We were not trying to make them into clients, but they became because we're engaged with them. Another one was one of my former interns, successful in terms of real estate. He was kind of a interning, learning real estate with me and helping out at the time. And now, last year, I was at his wedding in Atlanta. And the latest update is that he owns 3 houses in Atlanta now, but with his own efforts, with his own money, like his mid-20s or 26, 27, and that's pretty impressive. He's a civil engineer. He works for his dad also as a second job for AC, and he does DIYs, all the rentals that he learned from our business, and that's an example of a successful knowledge transfer. And these people all became part of my network. So this is the model. This is not a new model we're doing. We've been doing this since 2017. So now what we're doing is we're gonna expand this to a wider community. And besides being here, we plan on to continue to present to other communities locally. We're a local business. And then we already started a podcast. So recording these sessions, we also recorded our work, what we're doing, how we do it. And we are aiming for 20 plus videos this year. And this will help us build the documented knowledge. Here's a podcast space. And so our early guest, Kevin Yang, you may know him. He's a UMBC alum. and he's the chair of the alum organization. And Tony Gia is actually a former student of the entrepreneurship program. And he currently is a pretty formidable real estate investor. And he runs the glamping campground, and he built a 70-unit glamping thing. It's pretty awesome. So this I want to go to is look at what are we doing. We're looking at how to leverage people, leverage money, and look at code, AI, and media. So we already know how to leverage labor and capital. That's how we built the business. It's really, really hard, and we got it done already. But the other part is code and media, which is preparing for the future. AI, robotics, and media can have infinite leverage if you're good at it. And I like Archimedes, so Syracuse, because I went to Syracuse for college. So I'll post this picture here. So thank you, and go ahead.
Right on time. Excellent job. So questions for Leo?
Why Skylake?
We were going to go into development in the future, meaning going to build our own communities. So we're thinking that it's going to be the sky, it's going to be lake, and we're going to do our own development. So we're going to build Columbia 2.0 sometime in the next 30 years.
So what's the ultimate goal?
The ultimate goal is to build the future that we want to be a part of. Basically, have more control over the destiny that we are in. So most people have 200 connections in their life, 200 people. We want to have the best 200 people possible in our network. So that's why we keep the people in our network from 2017 to now. When I met them, they're 19 years old. They have not much to offer. I engage them anyway. That's the same thing I'm doing now. Like, I'm happy to engage with people, offer value, and it's kind of a value exchange and building. It's just living life. Basically, I merge work and life together. So, yeah, that's trying to build a meaningful life. That's what I'm working on.
Yeah. You can continue. I've got more questions.
Yeah, I can feel it. Really great presentation. I wanted to ask sort of a similar question, Chris, specifically about sort of the podcasting and the media portion of things. Because it seems like you're trying to maybe enter more of like the mentorship or course space. Is that the goal with sort of like, because I know that one of the videos said we want to invest in you. So is the goal to sort of recruit more people to mentor and train? And
We're trying to build meaningful connections. So for example, the people we invited to the podcast, Tony Gia is a longtime friend. He actually started as kind of a mentor-mentee relationship. And then Kevin Young is a recent engagement. But we share interest and directional items. And again, I'm trying to make a community where we live have good ties with people we work with. So they're kind of like business partners / friends / colleagues / future things to work with. So yes, I'll talk to people all the way down to like 10 years old about business, which is kind of, I guess I'm a business junkie according to a lot of people. Engagement, could be friendly, could be, yeah, you get what I'm saying.
And so is it the goal, the end goal, to transfer or convert those relationships into profit?
Yes and no. I engage these relationships because this is my hobby. I just share my interests. So he has an interest in jewelry, and that's what he does. I have an interest in business and development and what I'm doing. I don't care if I make money with that engagement. For example, the 2017 19-year-old college student, I make no money from that engagement. I just share my interest, and he's attracted to that because he's engaged with the topic. So it's not about profit. 2017, it was 13 units. I stopped working, and that was basically was done with making money. But then after that, I launched into an entirely new business trajectory because I wanted to do more things. When I stopped at 13 units, I only control over my time where I don't have to work, I can still survive. But any kind of projects I want to do, I'm a project person. So I want to launch projects and more projects and more projects. And to do that, I need more resources, which I built the resources to do more projects. Go ahead.
Which is where the community comes in?
Huh?
Because you need more resources.
With money, you can buy other people's time to do more projects. So that's what we are right now. We had a capital to hire and do more projects. And then, but the money that we have isn't that much. So the next stage is look at code and media. So we're looking at the future. What happens with robotics and AI come in the picture? How do we prepare for that future? So that's why we kind of do a podcast. We're talking to other people, other investors to explore what the future is. So yes, making money is nice. Our goal really isn't to make money. The purpose of making money is we have more money for projects, to do more projects. And I'm a project person, so.
So how are you making money, Leo?
We acquire the property, we lease it, we get the rental income.
You're still doing the real estate?
That's the anchor. So Archimedes, you get a fulcrum and then you lever. Our real estate is this piece of rock. So the bigger the real estate, the more we can pour into investments. For example, this media project is a project. What we're paying for that now, it makes no profit, but we're paying for it because it's one of our projects.
Is it your hope that the podcast then will get paying sponsors or HVAC, the people that are helping you build that real estate empire, and that's how you make money off the podcast? Or is that the real deal here, or is it the properties? I'm a little
Gotcha.
confused.
The podcast will be the Costco chicken. It doesn't make any money, but it draws interest. It's a way for engaging. It's content marketing. And we can pull in interesting people, make engagements, and people we talk to may become future investors or joint investors in our projects. And so it's not as a profit center, but it's more like an engagement medium.
Marketing.
Yeah, marketing.
I have a question here. So content is a very crowded market. Podcasts, YouTube videos, like all of this is a very crowded market.
Yep.
What is your USP in terms of standing out?
We are doing local content and local people pretty much. We don't care if we only have 500 or 300 subscribers. Again, my network size is only 200. So if I get 200 people on my network, I'm happy. And that's also the same for our business. We are just going to do DC, Maryland, Virginia, and we don't care about how much views it gets. We care more about, we document us painting a house. We document the leasing process. We just want to do what we want to do, and let other people know what the hell it is that we're doing.
When you say you're a project person, then to me it sounds like you're investing in those projects, correct? So you're investing in people, and you're investing in a certain project. What kind of projects do you want to invest in?
Very good question. Let me tell you about the project we're doing. So Philippines, my kids are ethnically half Filipino, so I decided to do the Philippines project during the COVID period. And we have a remote office set up right there. Right now, current property manager is somewhere in the Philippines. I've never met him, but he's running the remote office. And then we're doing a scholarship program with some parts of the Philippines, and we're just gonna put some money to help people with college or high school. My plan with that is in 10 years, I'll get like maybe 5 or 10 great people that I can import from the Philippines for skilled medical work. Because I think 10, 20 years from now, robotics, AI, we still need people that can run the hospitals, run the robotics. And right now, we have a ton of Filipino nurses in the US because nursing is a hard job and we can't fill those positions. But anyway, that's a long track thing. And we're going to start a lending business just to test out how it works. And we're also having these videos we're taking right now. After the media edits could be done overseas, send it back to us. We do the final cut. Because we invest a certain budget for media, we didn't invest a huge budget for media. So we're solving that problem by outsourcing part of the work and doing the final work here. That's an example of these projects. And then we have a ton of real estate investment projects we're doing. We can get to later.
Yeah. So continuing to increase your real estate portfolio.
We are actually selling our units now because we're trying to move from the single units to larger development projects, like actually become the whole Skylake development, build a city thing. We don't have enough money to build a city yet, but I'm pretty sure next 10, 20 years, something will help, or we can collaborate with other investors to build what it is we want to build, because the future will be very different than today. But again, I started with not much, so I can see, okay, the city of Columbia was built in the 1950s or 1960s, and it's just a city rising from the ground from not much. And again, I am not, I'm not sure if I'll get there, but I'm pretty sure we'll make great progress. Go ahead.
My last question was, how can we support you again?
you want to go back
Yep.
to your last, is it on your last slide?
Yep. So we're here to meet people and connect with people. We are a for-profit business, but again, if I spent my entire early 20s chasing the academia thing, I'm not a money person. I see money as more of a tool to do more projects. So we're not trying to recruit clients, raise money. That's not what we do. We just want to connect with interesting people. So age-adjusted, very interesting people. I will probably also do more talks and do more practice, some guest lecturing. So referrals for people interested in the work that we do. It could be really young, it could be really old. Just anyone that has very serious interest, we're happy to do a coffee with them and see what are the potential overlaps. In terms of things that we invest in a lot of things. We invest in the media business, we continue to invest in real estate, we're pushing for other things. And if you've ever been in the academic research environment, you know that academics invest in projects that may or may not get anywhere. The whole point is to get it started and research and review and see what happens. And that was my only professional training before I got into business. So I launch a lot of projects and see what's happening, but I do focus very quickly once I find something I want to do. So this is an example of things we're trying out.
David, did you have a last question?
You have to capture clients, though, right? I mean, you have to fill your units with people.
Yeah, we have lots of units, and so I am a broker. I list the properties online. People apply. It's like a large apartment complex spread all over town. That's basically what it is, and that's the base of the business.
Site?
It's multi-site.
Multi-site. So you have a different website for.
Oh, we have.
A different. You get through one web property.
We have the location of property is spread over town. We have one website. People apply to our properties, and then we do a screening. It's like a traditional property management operation, and we have that.
So you have your own property management company.
Business, yep.
Gotcha.
So we're investor, property manager, and the whole thing.
That's why he wants to go to the bigger properties and have all of it in his own control.
Consolidating. One of our future projects we want to do is we want to get the medical side is that we want to take old apartment complexes, modify it, make it handicap friendly, make it easy for a family to visit, make it cheaper than actual like old people homes, and make it friendly. So we can do these conversion projects, and that's part of our business plan.
So this has become very lucrative, right? Because not a lot of people can afford to purchase homes.
Yeah.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
And so rentals are a big deal, so it's not hard for you to find clients, correct?
Yeah, we lease the units, we price at market rate or below market rate, get the right tenant, and we also do some assisted housing as well. So we provide housing with the housing service sector.
Yeah. Interesting.
And we can get we are classified as a small developer by the bank. So
The right time for you.
yeah, we can borrow money from a bank, go build a community,
Money's
and
hard to come by.
Only going to get better,
Well, that's what I'm saying, over the next 3 years. Once
Yeah.
we-
which is what he is. Any other questions for Leo? Thanks for shedding light
Thank
on
you,
what
Leo.
you did. Belvin asked the last question, what we could do, so anybody who has a need for anybody in the housing industry, or you yourself want to go into this industry but don't know how, Leo's available to take you under his wings and help you figure it out. So.
And we are hiring. So he's a current CPA. He's an architect in training and to become one soon. So I'm happy to talk to anyone. Again, we have job opportunities. It's pretty hard work. At tenants and toilets, it's a lot of work. But we also have very ambitious on things we want to do. Somebody bring me a proposal, something we want to do, and look at it. Well, okay, let's go. So like Johan suggested, let's do a podcast. I looked at it, like, all right, let's go. So now we invested it. We hired a videographer. We got it set up and got it going. But the nice thing about a business is that we can act very quickly. So we find a project we want to go. It's 60% good, 70% good. We launch, and then we review. And then we'll come back in about a couple of months and see how far we got with our project.
Nice. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you.